look at it, when you've won an All-Ireland final with the manager and one of the selectors, you think you know it's coming close to the end of your career.
And that's exactly what John O'Brien, Paul Kern, Brendan Cummins, Owen Kelly and Lar Corbett did with Declan Ryan and Tommy Dunn in 2001.
We were the 18, 19-year-olds and we thought every year it's going to be like this, but the years were long slipping by. It's something we kind of keep trying to say to the younger guys, you know, we need to stay at it and keep working and you know, we don't want to, while we're up there, we want to stay there. So it's, you know, we've seen what can happen and we're just trying to equip them and help them deal with it.
Anytime Tipperary play Clare, it's always a tough game. I think you only have to go back to 2009. You know, we only won by a puck of the ball that day, and the last puck of the ball they could have snatched the game, and we ended up competing the All-Ireland final that year.
Colin Ryan, he's been superb for Clare today. Is he going to finish with a goal? Goes for it! Oh, it's flicked over by Brendan Cummins, and that is that, you feel.
Clare aren't that far away at all. You know, I watched the league final against Limerick, and I thought they were very unlucky not to win that game. You know, Limerick pulled away in the last few minutes, and Clare were missing a few players as well. So they've won an All-Ireland 21 the last 2 years. A lot of their players are bigger and stronger now, and they're 2 years older. So I think they have a great base there at the moment, and they're going to be very physical. And you know, we're under no illusions that it's going to be a very tough physical game for us as well. But starting Sunday, I'm sure that rivalry will start again, because that's a young Clare team. It's a young enough Tipp team, excluding a few of us. But over the next few years, I have a feeling that the Tipp-Clare rivalry will be a big game again. Yeah.
A lot of us are not getting a lot younger, so we just want to try and win as much as we can while we're there. And also, I suppose Tipp traditionally haven't had great success. When they win an All-Ireland the following year, they seem to fall asleep, or I don't know, maybe listen to a lot of the hype, the public, Tipp public and that. So it's just we just want to approach every game as it comes and try our best.
Any special memories then of the now Tipperary manager when he was a teammate back in 2001?
My memory of Declan in 2001 is I remember marking him in a drill and I accidentally hit him on the head with the hurley and he wasn't too happy. So
Clare against Tipperary is live only on 3 Sunday at /live.
Is there any reason why Clare can't beat Tipp? I don't think so.
That's the upbeat view from the Clare camp ahead of Sunday's game. The Banner know how tough it's going to be, but they're determined to lay down a marker.
We're playing the best team in the country, you know. I mean, probably, you know, if they could have been going for 3 in a row this year. They were a bit unlucky 2 years ago. So we're not underestimating, and we respect Tipp. But in saying that, as I keep saying to the guys, you know, it's 15 against 15.
We are going to bring in a small bit of pressure ourselves, because we just need to perform at some stage. You can't be coming with a young team every year. You kind of have to just really put down a marker at some stage. So we're hoping to do that on Sunday.
Like why train for 7 or 8 months for a game like this and not go out and do yourself justice? So, I mean, there is no pressure on us. Everybody in the country are expecting Tipp to beat us quite handy. And, you know, the only people that believe, I think, are the group here.
I suppose young lads, they haven't had much to cheer about in the last few years. That under-21 All-Ireland was great. Even last year, getting to the minor All-Ireland. I'm a teacher myself, residing in it, and we brought a busload up to that All-Ireland under-21. You could see the excitement among them, so we're just hoping to create that with the senior side now this year.
And if the roles are reversed, I'd prefer it that way. And if we'd come through and beaten Cork, you'd think definitely, you know, it would be a huge advantage. There's no doubt about that. A championship match is as good as 2 or 3 weeks of hard training, I think, you know. So Tipperary would definitely be, you know, they'll know the pace of the game and they'll be very sharp, and they were very sharp against Cork. So, you know, we're expecting a huge challenge in that, like, but you know, we'll have to get into the game from the start. We just can't wait and see what will happen, because if we do that, the game will be gone beyond us, you know, within a very short period of time. So we have to make sure that we get stuck into it from the start.
David Curtin, for all the injuries he gets. He doesn't go a train session without getting an injury, so it's probably David, yeah. I probably have a number of them, but I'd probably have to say my girlfriend. These are killing me, these girlfriends. Yeah, pass on that one. Henry Shefflin has to be probably the greatest hurler that's playing the game. Couldn't live without hurling in football. Shane Durkin without a shadow of a doubt. Johnny McCaffrey would be one of them, since he got the captaincy. Probably Daly himself. Best answer. I'd have to say myself. It's probably Bucket. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you have a good guess.
He's been on the Mayo panel since 2003.
And back to Padden, and that's over the bar. He just stroked it over.
But earlier this year, Billy Joe Padden threw his lot in with Armagh, playing and scoring in his first championship game for them against Down 3 weeks ago. Growing up, Billy Joe never imagined playing for a team other than Mayo.
It really was my dream to play for Mayo, and I was delighted to do so. I'm very proud to do so. But, you know, Armagh has given me another opportunity, and I'm equally proud to play for them. Probably even more so, seeing that I have been, you know, a native in the county for such a short period, that I want to do my best and represent them as good as I can.
Mayo football always played a big part in Billy Joe's family. His father is former Mayo great Willie Joe Padden. Even the Saw Doctors sang about his talent.
We'll go with Bet Mayo. Do you think we'll go with Bet Mayo? Not if they have Willie Joe. They have no hope of Bet Mayo. Hey!
So what does he think of Billy Joe switching his allegiance?
Well, I suppose it came a bit of a shock at the time, but having said that, you know, he was switching clubs and he's living in Armagh now, and I suppose he found that travelling and you know, all that, and he does a lot of travelling for work. So I think that it was probably the right choice.
So everyone will associate me with Willie Joe anyway. So, you know, people, you know, he's well known throughout the country, and he had a great career. You know, and I'm very proud of the fact that he had. But I suppose, you know, really I'll only be judged on the next day out, and any day, you know, I've played for Armagh, and really that's all I'm looking at.
How was it greeted by, let's say, your peers?
Well, I suppose at the start there was a lot of slagging going on, you know, just maybe what we were talking about earlier on there, if Mayo and Armagh happen to meet later on in the championship. At the moment I have two chances really. If Mayo can come good, that's great, and if not, if Armagh are there, then so I'll be happy no matter what happens.
Both reckon Armagh's style of football suits Billy Joe better than the way Mayo play.
I suppose the one thing that I have noticed is that maybe Mayo played a style of football that was more based around carrying the ball, you know, a lot of fit, fast fellas, you know, a possession-based game. Whereas in Armagh, I think the football we're playing definitely this year, or since I've been involved with them anyway, it's a bit more direct. We let the ball into the full forward line more as quick as possible. And I think maybe that's a game plan that suits my style of football.
Do you feel it's revitalised you as a player?
I think that it's a new challenge, and sometimes any time you get a new challenge, you react positively to that. I definitely have been eager to do well and eager to show people that I can play football at this level.
He's a big, strong guy. He's a good guy. He can get possession. He can lay it off. You know, he's a good passer of the ball, and I think that you know, he's more suitable to that type of game, because the running game is you know, it's okay, but basically, you know, you have to win a lot of possession and you have to put a lot of work into it. But as I said, he's physically strong, and I think that he suits that type of a game better.
Billy would strike me as a kind of person that, like, he just wants to play his football. Probably doesn't like the fact that even we're kind of talking about him in this sense.
Yeah, certainly he'd be a fella that doesn't look for publicity or anything. He just goes out and plays the game and gets on with it. And people of Mayo know that the service that Billy gave to the county, and I'm sure that none of them would begrudge him if they see him in September with Armagh with an All-Ireland medal. It'd be great.
The Sam Maguire eluded both father and son during their playing days at Mayo. For Billy Joe, playing with Armagh is a second chance in his drive for success.